Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dhaka Stadium. You join us for this match between the Royals and the Viking. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions, and the ground staff have set up a very fair wicket. Any lapse in concentration, though, and the wickets will tumble. So, probably worth having a bowl first. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Great work, David. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
They're going to have a bowl. Not too surprising, given the conditions.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Some adjustments to the field.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Well placed, should get a single. No! There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Yep. There'll be runs here. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yeah.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Nice shot, runs possible. Nice solid defensive shot.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
That's the over. The Royals are 5 for none. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Drives and misses everything.
Fisher with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Yep. Quick onto that in the infield. Misses everything.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Yep. They'll get at least one. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. 4 runs added in that over. The Royals are 9 for none. Gregory from the north end. Finds the edge. Big shout. Taken. A really good one too.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Yep. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Easy does it. First ball and gets some runs.
Yep.
There was a split second to decide which end to throw to, and in the end, it was a poor choice. They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Yep.
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survived what would have been a certain run out.
Yep. Couldn't get it through the field.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
That's out. Caught.
Tried to get through the tough early period. Now they'll walk off frustrated that they couldn't build a score for the team.
Cobain comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Now, there would have been a few hearts in mouths in the crowd, but somehow they managed to make their ground with a dive.
Cobain ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Immediately underway with some runs. Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach. Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
5 runs added in that over. The Royals are 21 for 2. Straight to the fielder. Big appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yes.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yes.
Caught. Yeah. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yes.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Decided against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they'd continued on.
Yep.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Has that one. Loud shout. Considering a review for this one, I don't think they should waste it. It really looked out to me.
Oh, this could spell trouble. Well, there isn't a problem where the ball pitches. Nothing wrong with the impact. Has it hit the wickets, though? Munro has to go. Ends up being a wasted review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Great work behind the stumps. Did well not to let it through.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
That gets things going. Getting your first runs always helps settle the nerves.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Bowler is confident on this one.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yep. Keeper's in. No.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky. A bit of a change-up in the field now. Just threw the shot too early.
Lovely bowling.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Yeah, mate.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
No.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Going with spin now.
Into the attack for the Vikings.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes, nice bowling.
Yep. The keeper. Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Keeper.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be two there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there. Khan is looking good. Found some rhythm, really challenging the batter now.
Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for two.
Ballers.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Great bowling, really hitting their straps. Well, there was a moment of hesitation, a few calls of yes and no. In the end, no damage done.
There'll be one run here for them.
Our mix-up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication.
End of the over, 6 off it. The Royals are 46 for 5.
A few moves made in the field.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
They'll get at least one.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Time that perfectly.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bad decision making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Solid defence, very compact. End of the over. The Royals are 53 for 5. Khan from the north end. Khan, the left-arm unorthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Nice solid defensive shot.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Doesn't bother with the bat, just pad. Confident appeal. Could it be?
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
doesn't beat the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
The end of a very precise over of bowling. No runs coming from it. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Got all of it, and for 6.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Huge edge! Huge appeal! Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. And caught. That's just superb.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
Brooke gets off the mark. Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, is keeping the bowler honest.
Yep. Brilliant shot, that.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Cuts that off well in the infield.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yes.
Chance to run 2.
Keepers in.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes.
That was strong running. They did think about the third, but I think in the end rightly held off.
End of the over, 5 off it. The Royals are 70 for 6.
Waiting. Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Nice bowling.
Strong appeal.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Chase has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
They managed to counter the spin well. Nice delivery, played away safely. Khan is keeping things tight.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it. That spun a long way. Very, very lucky to miss it, if I'm being totally honest.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Nicked it. Loud shout. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
White.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. The Royals are 83 for 6. Khan coming back into the attack.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yeah, yep.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Drives and misses everything.
That spun a long, long way, and yet somehow it missed completely everything.
And taken. Superb delivery.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. A couple on offer here.
Butler gets off the mark.
Edged it. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Jamieson, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end.
A few moves made in the field. They need to get their calling right. Mix-ups like that won't help either of this pair.
Well placed, should get a single. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. And gone. Didn't even wait for the umpire's decision.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but has to head back to the pavilion. Good return, back from the deep. Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Royals are 112 for 8. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Khan has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Unplayable, no reward, flying to the boundary.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Couldn't get it through the field. There's trouble here. Trouble. Oh, gone.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Kuhnemann, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. Jamieson to wrap up the innings. 1 over left in the innings. Chase to bowl it. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. They've been bundled out for not many at all. The bowlers have done their job, just need the batting to finish it off. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting. they'll get at least one.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Khan is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Khan shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it. Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Edge. Amazing delivery. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Vikings are 9 for none. Going with pace now. Doesn't beat the infield. This could be out.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Butler, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Crone from the south end. Kuhneman, the left armer, is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
A good innings, weathered some good bowling and scored freely when given the opportunity, but couldn't keep it going and will head back disappointed.
Yep.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Hetmeyer takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Got all of it, and for 6.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep. Edged, unplayable. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Gregory won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Rawlings coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Huge appeal. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Oh, that's gone. Really unlucky.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Right on.
Gone. Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Oh, ball.
That's the over. The Vikings are 39 for 4.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
Got right in behind it. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway. In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
They got it over the top, had pretty good control, and one bounce over the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Solid defence, very compact.
Negated the spin well then, got nicely on top of the bounce.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yep. Good bowling.
Confident appeal, could it be?
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected. Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home. Right on top of the spin, keeps it out well.
Yep. Oh, that's a spot.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
End of the over, 6 off it. The Vikings are 55 for 4. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside. The circle.
Yes.
Nice shot, runs possible. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
They'd look for a couple here. Bowler is confident on this one. well placed, should get a single.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot, saw it really early, and it was dispatched with ease.
Misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
11 runs added there. The Vikings are 66 for 4.
Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes. Well bowled.
Nicely played.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Nice shot.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Over. The Vikings are 86 for 4.
Yay.
This should be close. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Edged it. Loud shout. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Root shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Good bit of timing there.
Great work from these two. Really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable.
Super catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Villas will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score. Threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of this quality shouldn't be doing that.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. There'll be 1 run here for them. Chase ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Absolutely nailed it.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Right out of the middle.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundaries are flowing. We need to find a dot ball or 2 to slow things down again. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brings up the batsman's half-century.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Big shout.
Wait on.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Middle that one. Great timing.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day. A huge win and...